Anyone got any ideas on these mushrooms? They've doubled in size since yesterday. But I'd just like to know, as long as they're not poisonous. And also got same ones growing in here, back there. They're dotted about all over the place. Right then, so what are we going to be doing today? Take a quick look at the flowers. These blue pearl irises, almost in bloom now. And these comfrey have gone ridiculously big. That's probably about 4 foot tall now. These were only planted last year. So what I'll do, probably cut a big portion of this back, leave one portion go to flower, and make some feed out of that one. And do the same with these ones. Probably cut this one back and let this one go to flower. But that's shoulder height to me now. But anyway, plan for today, get some tomatoes in. Right then, so I had a bit of a clear out in here. You know, it does need a wash, but most of that's on the outside. So once I've moved the tables from the outside there, I'll give that a quick wash. But there is a few holes in this, so I'm probably going to end up changing this next year anyway. So I'm not too fussed about it. So cleared all here out, and this is where we're going to be planting some of the tomatoes. I'm going to pop 5 in here, not sure which ones yet, we'll go and have a look at them in a minute. But I've got 3 halos, and so what you do with these is bury the pot to here and plant your plant inside, and then you can water in this section here and you're not getting the stem of the plant wet or anything like that. But I've only got 3 of them, so pop them 3 there, and then over here I've got 2 bottomless pots. They've just had the bottoms cut out of them, so I'll bury these probably halfway, fill them with compost and plant the plant in there, and then bury a small pot in between them and just fill that up with water. That way I'm not watering them, I'm watering underneath, which will help encourage the roots. So go and have a look at the other tomato plants in the other polytunnel and pick which ones are going to go in here. All the flowers on these 3-cornered leek really do look amazing. We've got a few more flowers on the sweet peas. These ones are the painted lady, and the blue velvet, obviously the blue ones. And then there is another variety in there, and I'm pretty sure they're orange flowers. Right, so it's a bit of a mess in here at the moment. I'm currently in the middle of doing something else over here, which will be in either the video before this or the video after, so keep an eye out for that. But up here we've got all the mini bells, romas and tigerellas, and some of the Cœur de Bleu and Cherokee Purple. And then down here we've got the Black Crim, Brad's Atomic, Marburn, Black Strawberry, Captain Lucky, Korean Long, Pink Fang, Black Pineapple. So, gonna have a bit of a think about this and pick which 5 I want to go in the other polytunnel, and then which ones are going to be going in here. Right then, so after a bit of thinking and some long hard decisions, decided on 2 Tigerellas here. Brad's Atomic can go in there, Black Strawberry in there, and one of the Marbuns from Jason and Colleen can go there. Obviously this will be coming down and out, and we'll get a couple more in here. And I'm going to be planting some lettuce in the front here. These ones are one of my favourites, the Lola Rossa. So I'm going to get a row of them in along here, and then we'll plant some basil and a few other bits in between these, and get a few marigolds in here. But first I want to recondition this bed because it's all really dry and probably lacking in nutrients, as I haven't added anything into this bed since last year. So get it cleared and get that done, and show you what we're going to be adding as we put it in. I'll give these a good wash before using them because there's build up of dirt in that one from last year. Right, so now that that's cleared, just going to throw in a few slow release fertilisers. And I'm going to start with blended up eggshells. Now, I know eggshells do take quite a long time to break down, but I do this probably twice a year, so there's always a nice amount of calcium in the ground, and it's great for the worms as well. So I'll put the rest of that in there. So blended up eggshells, you can soak them in water for a week or 2 and then feed the plants that way. That's a fast acting form of calcium for the plants if they're deficient in it. Some organic chicken manure pellets. Just going to put a good couple of handfuls on that. This is a good form of nitrogen, so that'll help with green growth. Some fish blood and bone. It's an all-purpose plant feed with potash, so that'll provide plenty of potassium. I'm also going to add a couple handfuls of charge just to help boost biology and helps with root growth and a few other things. But I'm just going to put a couple of handfuls. Again, no measuring, just do it all by eye. And it just means that I won't have to feed these plants now until they're fruiting, and then I'll just give them either a comfrey feed or Tomerite feed. Just give them a light feeding. So I'll just give this a quick rake, get it all mixed in. Just use the back of the rake just to give it a quick level. Right, so what I'll do with this now is I'll give this a good soaking, let it settle down for a bit, add some of my own organic homemade compost, just a thin layer on top, and let that sit for an hour or two and then get to planting. Right, so now that's had a good soaking, giving ever a good soaking. You can really see the difference in that now. But I'll let that sit there for a while, let all that soak in, maybe give it another quick soaking, then add a couple of shovelfuls of my own homemade compost and just mix that in quickly, and then we can get to planting. Right, so whilst I was waiting for that, decided to give it a quick wash, and I think you'll agree that it's made quite the difference in here. No wonder nothing wanted to grow in here. But looks a hell of a lot better, and this has had a good 20 minutes to soak in now. So we'll crack on with planting these tomatoes. So I'm just going to add a couple of shovelfuls of this. And just push it around with a rake. Right, so I think we'll all agree that looks 100 times better, and plenty of feed in there now to last the plants up until they start flowering. Right, so now I've got these set up pretty much where I want them to be. So all I'm going to do, press down a bit, and then I can see the shape where I need to dig there. So just dig this out. Doesn't need to be too deep. And press that in. And just fill in around it. And being very careful to try and not get any compost in there. But LED showed us a great trick where if you just pop another one in, then when you're filling it, fill this one, and then any dirt goes into that one. But I've only got 3 of these, so it's not going to work very well for me, that one. But we'll try it anyway. So just going to loosen up soil in the bottom of this hole. So we've got quite a nice deep hole there now. It should fit just nicely in there. Like so. These have not long been repotted, so there's probably not going to be much root growth in the bottom of these, but we'll get them in anyway. This is the Brad's Atomic. No signs of roots on the side of that, but we'll just pinch that leaf off and drop that in there, right at the bottom of the hole. Compact it down a bit. And now we can continue with filling this right up to the top. Might even remove that leaf there. Right to the top of the halo that's underneath, not the top one. And then just pull that one out from the top. And there's minimal compost gone in the bottom there. So that works pretty well. So we'll do the exact same with this one here. Just push it down slightly so we know roughly where it's going. The halo in. Now, a lot of people say to bury your tomatoes as deep as you can because all these little hairs produce roots. Well, that's actually not 100% correct. They will produce roots in between the hairs, lower down on the stem. But these hairs are actually called trichomes, and they produce oils which naturally trap any insects and that's what gives it the strong tomato smell, is off these trichomes. So yes, plant them deep, but there's no point going too deep with them. Got a bit of root on the side of this one. Well, that one didn't go to plan. Right, so just rinsed that one out again. Set back in the hole. Pop the other one. On top. Look out which way around they go. And pop the plant in. Just to make it a bit easier to fill it up. Remove the top one, and it's nice and clean in there now. Put the label back on. Do the same with this one, and then because we're down to the last halo, I'll have to do the same things that I did last year. Just use a piece of cardboard, and I'll just go and get that. I'll show you that. Right, so giving that one a quick rinse out. Got the mark roughly where it's going to go. And then last year I just used this cardboard template and placed it around the edge like so. And that just makes it easier for filling it up. Still get some compost falling in, but not as much as if it wasn't there. But the halo inside of the halo is definitely the best way to do it. But obviously there's going to come a point, unless you've got a spare halo, where you need to do your last one. So for that, just use a little cardboard cutout, and makes the job so much easier, because it is a nightmare trying to clean these out afterwards. So it's just a lot easier just to get it in there in the first place. Right, so that's them done. We'll get on to do the other. this last one in there for now. And is what I'm going to do with these is just bury a plant pot in between them. Nice and deep. Just pack that in around there. And then when it comes to watering, all I've got to do is fill this up with water, nice and easy, quickly, and that'll soak in and the roots come out the bottom of the pots and look for that water. Same sort of principle as the halo, but different. Right then guys, so that's going to be about it for this one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and drop me a comment below. Bye for now.